It's Wednesday night, and you know what that means. Another edition of the weekly wrestling wrap-up on Wednesdays at 9 p.m. It's your host, the Don, one of your hosts, and our other host is... Oh, here he comes.
Oh,
I
shit.
don't know where you... Where were you, man?
Trapped down there. I was underground. We're good.
Underground? What do you mean underground?
I missed the deadline. I heard the music and I ran back up. We're good to go.
Are we good to go? We're good to go now.
Yeah.
How have you been? How was your week?
Pretty good.
Yeah?
Not much new.
Were you mining? Is that your new job?
You know, it just is what it is. Like
it is what it is.
I've been doing a lot of swimming.
A lot of swimming?
Yeah, it's been
underground?
Hot outside.
Underground?
No. Above ground.
All right. Well, as you can see, things are a little bit different this week. We decided to throw on AEW because we've been missing it every week doing this podcast. So we figured why not throw it on, watch it while we talk. We also have, for the first time, a guest host here. Frequent watchers of the other podcasts we do, the sports podcast on the Pulpit Enterprises Praise, will know this man. Short Mike. Here he is. Jesse told me to call him Short Mike. I don't know if he knows a lot of Mikes, so we have to differentiate between them. But here's Short Mike. How are you, Short Mike?
I was good about 5 minutes ago when it was him mining up from the depths of hell. I was way better during that.
I made it.
He made it. He made it just in time. So you're a wrestling fan, Mike, or are you just here for the fun?
I'm both. I'd say both.
Yeah? Both?
Yeah,
Who's your favorite wrestler? Either now or growing up? Actually, both. Give me a now one and a growing up one.
Favorite wrestler now? Oh, shit. It's MJF. I mean, it can't not be. It can't.
MJF?
I saw that motherfucker at an indie show wearing a pair of Shaq Attacks, and he had my heart out. That was the greatest thing I ever saw out of a man. To wear Shaq
what
Attacks.
Indie show did you see him at?
It was an indie one at Mount Carmel.
Oh, AIW then. Okay.
I have never had more fun than to see that man walking around with a stack of his own shirts and fucking Shaq Attacks. Greatest thing ever.
Yeah, that was AIW with Jay just went to his first show a couple weeks ago with them.
Yes, sir.
It's so good.
It is really good stuff. We have another one we might be going to in July, I think, was Absolution. We'll figure it out. But we're probably going to go to that one. If you want to tag along, we'll get all three of us there.
Most definitely. I got a signed fucking picture from the last time I was there with a different tag team group we went to school with.
Oh, yeah? Which one?
Members only.
Ooh. Oh, nice. Yeah, my boys. Yeah. I have 3 members only t-shirts.
That's Don's boys.
That's the boys.
Yeah, I love them.
Oh,
you went to school with them?
Oh my God, we did.
That guy.
You both went to school with that.
Dude, hold on. We were just at the event and I met the guy. And in my head, I was like, oh yeah, I know him, but I don't know why.
Yeah. I had dinner with him the other day.
I do recall you saying that when we walked past him in the hall. You said something about knowing him, but you couldn't remember where you seen him from. That's funny.
The only reason I have a photo with an actual wrestling belt, Rise, when he was there. He brought back
they have the Rise Tag Champions. Yeah.
Casual J.
That's awesome.
Casual J.
Yeah, they're great guys. Great tag team. They got a bright future ahead of them. Honestly, everybody on that roster does. I kept saying to Jess the whole time we were there, like, this guy's going to be a world champion. It was probably getting annoying as hell. But it's true. It's a very strong roster. Moving on, though. I mean, I wrapped up with all that intros and whatnot. Hold on, I'm going to get a drink here. The dog's throat gets a little dry.
Drinking water. What are you, 5?
Actually, this is Powerade. I mean, this is not Powerade. It's like the little flavor packets you put in there. Powerade. You know, every time. No, I'm not gonna call you out. I'm not gonna call you out.
Call him out. Call him out. No, call his ass out.
Every time we've done a podcast, he's had a scratched off Bud Light in his hand.
He's an alcoholic. I think it's Miller Lite. It's Miller Lite.
Yeah. Oh, Miller Lite. Okay.
Not sponsored, but it would be great if you could. Please.
Imagine Mike gets us our second sponsorship right behind
Grinder. Grinder. All right, let's get back on topic here. We got a PLE coming up this weekend in Scotland. Clash at the Castle, the second edition of this pay-per-view or PLE. We'll start off here. We're gonna do predictions, a little recap of the feud, maybe your thoughts on the story going in, and Casual Jay's got some betting odds for those that want to bet and gamble.
Casual Jay's knocking shit over.
Did you knock over your betting odds?
No, I knocked over my drink getting to my betting odds.
Oh, okay.
So now I have a wet title, but still have a title nonetheless. I would keep that thing on. Oh, what? But mine doesn't spin. Fuck you, dude.
Sometimes you just gotta be prepared for these things, you know. Are you gonna get?
I don't have anything to grab.
You would pull out like a regular suit belt and be like, "Look at mine."
You mean to tell me that you don't just carry belts around?
No, I don't have any on hand. Yeah, no, I'm out of luck. No title belt for me.
That to work every day.
But speaking of titles, here's a transition there. Boom. Sami Zayn, Chad Gable, IC title match. Probably going to be opening the show, so it's opening our podcast. What are your thoughts going into this? Let's start with Mike.
I like it. I really like the storyline they're running in with Gable, though, going against Alpha Academy, or at least being a little more evil than he's been in a while. Kind of like it. He's really growing into his own with a lot of what they've been putting out there. I kind of think he's going to come away with it. I really do. I think he takes the win this one. With interference by who is to be seen, I would say Takazawa, but I'm not a betting man like that.
I definitely see Chad Gable. I'll get to Jay in a second. I definitely see Chad Gable winning this match too. I think that interference that you're calling out is going to be the Creed brothers. With the way I would do it is have Otis turn on him here. You get that big loud crowd pop. Chad Gable still finds a way to win. And then you do Otis and Gable at SummerSlam. And then Gable and his boys, the Creed brothers, somehow hurt Otis so that he's off the TV. Because you can't have Gable have a 1-month title reign. But you also got to pull this trigger on this Otis turn. Or else it's gonna the crowd's going to start falling off of it. So you got to do both. And the way you do that is you hurt Otis, take him off the TV, have him return at SummerSlam maybe. And, oh, wait a second. I think Jesse was going to get my attention on the little dance thing. That's my favorite part of the show.
Favorite part of any.
She didn't really do it. Show. She didn't do it well. Anyways, oh, there it is. Little thing. Little thing. I think the best way to do it, like I said, is right Otis off the TV for a while. Have Gable and his crew dominate for a little bit. Have Otis return at some point. Then you got round 2 of Otis and Gable, and it's the biggest match. I mean, it's bigger than you would have had it the first time. Jay, your thoughts? Anything on that?
I think you have to have this Otis turn because, like, the last 3 weeks, I'm like, oh, here it is. Oh, here it is. Here it is. And then we still haven't gotten it yet. Kind of like another member of Monday Night Raw, member, Uncle Howdy, that's been fucking floating around for 3 years now.
Next week, baby. Next week.
So I think that has to happen at Clash 100%. You have to have the Otis turn. I'm thinking that Gable's gonna win, but I think I'm gonna go the other direction. I'm gonna go the other direction and say Sami Zayn finds a way to pull it off. Interesting to me though here, Chad Gable is the favorite to win the match, -150, and Sami Zayn +110.
I think he's the favorite because I do think Sammy's going into Money in the Bank and winning that. So
I hope not.
I think a lot of
not.
people are on that boat. What do you mean you hope not?
I'm just so anti Sami Zayn, man. I don't know. He doesn't.
The dude gets the loudest pops every night. He's helped get so many people over. Chad Gable, Otis, Maxine, all of the Alpha Academy. The Bloodline wouldn't be the Bloodline without Sami Zayn. Yeah. Fucking, I knew you were going to react like that.
Roman fucking Reigns?
The cinema that was being told with Sami Zayn and the whole story that went a whole fucking year, it's all because of Sami Zayn.
Okay. They could have fit half the roster in that spot.
No, they couldn't. It wouldn't have gotten
100%.
over. It wouldn't have gotten
could have put
over.
half the roster in that spot.
No.
Yeah.
Bull crap. Bull crap.
Okay.
Shit, you could.
Anyways, you couldn't enough.
It's a possibility. It's a possibility.
I'm done. Yeah, podcast's over. Our no viewers were done.
We've broken the dawn.
No, I don't know. I mean, you're entitled to your own opinion. Obviously, I just think it's wrong.
You're just wrong. I knew it. Shut up.
No, you are. Yeah, I gotta say you're right. I disagree with you.
Well, the problem is there's no way. Like, it's not like we can go back in time and be like, all right, put somebody else here.
For sure. Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah.
Hindsight 2020. You can't go back. But I don't know. I don't think that moment of Sammy turning on or like hitting Roman with that chair would have been nearly as impactful with anybody else. That Royal Rumble spot was phenomenal.
Yeah, because they built it up for so long. You put somebody else there, they're gonna build it up.
You built it up with a guy like Sami Zayn who could do it.
You put Ricochet there, he's building it up the same. You put
Bullshit! Bullshit! You can't put Ricochet there.
Ricochet can do
anything. Ricochet who can't cut a promo? Ricochet who can't cut a promo, has no emotion, does this little flippy dip, and everybody likes it? Bullshit.
Nah,
you get me heated today. You get me heated.
Oh my god.
I've been a big Sami Zayn fan for a while.
Yeah,
I don't know. You just don't like the people that are good.
No, you're just underdog guy. All you are is just underdog.
I do like the underdogs, but you also like the underdogs.
Name one.
Baker Mayfield.
Wrestling, sir.
I'm just talking about life in general.
He's not underdog. He's a great quarterback.
Like, probably Airbud.
A lot of people would argue and say he's not.
Hey, I can take up more than an hour on that, buddy.
All right. Do we have anything else to say about Sami Zayn and Chad Gable?
No, we got one for Sammy. Me, the guy that's anti-Sammy is picking Sammy, and then the other two, Chad Gable.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I think you could see this go like literally anyway though. With
for sure.
There has to be an Otis turn, and with the Otis turn, it can be because he loses the match for Chad, or he just goes against Chad, or just however to like see one way or the other that Chad wins or loses. Like there's so many ways that can go off of this. I think this has like the largest branching storyline of the night, and it'll start the fucking night. Like it's crazy.
It might not. I mean, I just think it would be a good start for the night. I mean, that's how you get the crowd hyped is put Sami Zayn and Chad Gable in a ring and let them go do magic for 30 minutes. I think this is going to be a match of, I don't know. I was going to say, I think it might be match of the night. Right now it is. We'll get into one later that I think might beat it. As long as we're done with that, I'm going to move on, though, to our first women's match of the night, Bayley versus Piper Niven. Thoughts, concerns, predictions, starting with you, Mike. Bottom of the screen.
It's a simple cut and dry. Bayley ain't losing this fucking match. Like it may be a hometown thing for Piper, who has looked amazing and arguably is probably the way a large, dominant female should look, act and just is, she has just fucking blown it away with everything she's done. I just think this is just kind of one of those to show Bailey overcoming, being a baby face, which she probably won't be, being that it's not her hometown. But I think it's a tune-up match, realistically. I don't think it goes any other way but Bailey winning.
Jay, you got anything to say, Jay?
Yeah, Bailey's gonna win the match. She's minus 3,000 to win. That means you got to put $3,000 on her to win 100. I don't know. It's a match that's not going to do anything for me.
Well, let's not forget, Nia Jax is the queen of the ring. She'll be facing whoever is the women's champion by SummerSlam. That could mean Piper Niven, but it's not. It's definitely going to be Bailey. It's going to be a really good match, I think. Bailey's had her best matches against bigger people, specifically Nia Jax. I know there's a lot of Nia Jax discourse amongst the three of us. Not going to get into it today, but I just know there's a lot of people that feel negatively about Nia Jax, which is surprising that you put over Piper Niven so much, because you guys don't seem to like the bigger girls when they wrestle. So I'm impressed.
I don't think they're put the right way. Piper Niven's just is good in the ring, and she's gotten way better on the mic.
Mm-hmm.
I've just never seen Nia get better at fucking anything. Things that you hate to hear about.
See,
no. See, like when we're having discussions like this, I appreciate it because I want to know what you mean by Piper Niven is better than Nia Jax, because you were talking about last week or I don't know if it was last week or maybe it was off podcast. You were saying that that giant role for a woman is usually a hard thing to book, and I could agree with that. But I think Nia Jax does that well. So everything that you praised Piper Niven for, Nia Jax does too.
She does, but Nia Jax is never going to get past that I hurt people thing, and it's not.
That's a fair critique.
And like when you look at her, it's I am menacing because the likelihood that I hurt the person that I'm about to walk in the ring with is pretty high. Versus like Piper is just big.
To her credit, she hasn't done that since in this whole second run that she's had. She hasn't hurt anybody. She went off of TV for a while to get double knee replacement, came back stronger, faster, better than ever. I don't know. She's definitely looked better, I think.
I'm going to need to see a lot.
I'm a fan of Chelsea Green, so like seeing Piper Niven win this would be pretty cool. You can get the Chelsea Green Karen manager out of it. I agree.
I think Chelsea Green has done wonders for Piper Niven.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. A lot of the internet people. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I think they're just big fans of that team. They really love that team, and it is kind of pretty fucking good. I hate to say it.
Well, it's funny because a lot of the internet people were so upset when they got paired together in the first place because the Piper Niven's a real wrestler. She champions all over the world. How dare you put her with this character? And it's like, you're in professional wrestling. The character is 95% of the battle. The ring work is good too, but the character and the storytelling is the most important part.
Chelsea
and Piper wasn't doing that. Yeah, no, I'm praising Chelsea Green because Piper Niven was just big girl. She wasn't like there wasn't anything to her besides big Scottish girl. And Chelsea Green made her into a superstar.
I was just gonna say, I think Chelsea Green might be what separates her and Nia Jax.
Okay, that's fair.
I think somebody, they're actually real life friends. I don't know if you know, but I think somebody like Tiffany Stratton could help fill that similar role for Nia Jax.
I would agree with that. However, I don't want it to be too similar to Chelsea Green and Piper Niven. And then also Tiffy's playing a backseat role at that.
Of course.
I think
would be cool though.
It's kind of like that when they had Alexa Bliss with her though. That big small, like it works. It just fucking works.
It works every time.
Like Alexa was actually fucking worth putting on TV. Sometimes Chelsea may not be.
When's Alexa coming back? A little sidetrack. What are we doing?
God, I fucking hope soon.
We're thinking Uncle Howdy next week.
Oh,
That's,
right. Yep.
the top.
Mike is probably Alexa Bliss's number one fan.
Yeah.
Number 2.
Yep.
Number 2.
Well, she just got
Number
her hair re-dyed and
Yeah, she got her
restyled,
hair
so she's probably
re-
showing up.
Yeah.
She got her hair repinked. I did see a video that got taken down pretty quick of her backstage. They got taken down fast.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I think it's like 3 weeks
Well, I
ago.
mean,
They just
I will say too, in her personal life, she's had some issues with the baby she had. So
Yeah.
I can see maybe she doesn't show up right away with this Uncle Howdy group. But I think she will eventually. I just maybe not next week. Well, we'll see. Speaking of women, though, moving on to our women's tag team match. That's going to be Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair, the women's tag team champions, versus Alba Fire and Isla Dawn and what's her name? Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler.
Yep.
Yeah, 3-way tag match for the belts. Thoughts, predictions. We're starting with Jay first. Changing it up.
Oh, switch it up.
Ooh.
I'm sorry, Jay. The betting odds for Bailey and Piper. Did you get those?
Yeah. I said it was minus 3,000 for Bailey.
Oh, yeah, you
got
did. You
bet
did.
3K.
Yeah. Big favorite. Yeah.
Um,
Whoa, hold on. What's going on AEW?
wait a minute.
Time out.
Our viewership is going through the roof. We have one. No.
maybe
real
this
quick
is why,
though,
maybe this is why AEW's up there. Just
while we're talking about, we're having a brief sidetrack to this AEW thing. This storyline between these three, Mariah May, I'm sorry, I don't know her name, this girl, and Toni Storm has been awesome. These three have been really good with this whole 3-way relationship kind of thing, or Mariah May stuck in the middle. Good stuff. But back to what you were saying. Sorry, Jay. I got distracted.
I dreamed about these things.
I had a very vivid dream last night, and it wasn't about sex at all. It was about Roman Reigns.
Yeah, Tribal Chief, baby. But Sami Zayn built it for a year.
It was the most detailed dream I've had in my life, dude. I'm watching the AEW. Moxley's in the ring cut, and I swear to God, Moxley's in the ring cutting a promo, and you hear Sierra Hotel India, and it's Roman Reigns comes out with this champion, and I'm like marking out. I'm going crazy in my dream, and I somehow I felt the excitement that I would feel if that happened in real life. And in my dream, I'm like going and I'm showing everybody this because I think it's like the coolest thing ever that WWE guys are showing up on AEW. And I tried to go back to sleep when I woke up from all that excitement to like figure out what happened next. Didn't work. I could not sleep well after that because I was so hyped up.
This dude had a wet dream and it was Roman fucking Reigns. It was Roman fucking Reigns.
It was wrestling related. All my wet dreams are wrestling related. That's all I think about.
Let's get into another one of Don's wet dreams, and that's the tag team of Bianca and Jade. They are minus 1,500 favorites in this match. That means $1,500 to profit 100. Isla Dawn is I don't know their first names. Dawn and Fire. They're plus 550, so they're the second favorite to win. And then Shayna Baszler, Zoe Stark, 14-1 plus 1,400. I think we see the end of Bianca and Jade already here. I'm going with Dawn and Fire for the win, plus 550. And I thought that before the third team got involved of Stark and Baszler. Now I think it even more.
Mike, thoughts?
I agree. I think there's definitely no way that we're gonna see them walk out as tag team champs. You're not seeing Bianca and Jade walk out with it. This is the part where they start the cracks to eventually break them apart again. I want to go the opposite way though, because I feel like after watching that fucking MMA match on NXT, you owe Shayna something because that was a fucking disaster. That shit never looks good. I think you owe it to him, and I see him just putting it on her and Zoe Starks as just the transition. It's not going to be Jade that gets pinned or Bianca, but it's going to be Dawn or Fire, and That's how it's gonna end. I can't see them leaving though. It's one of the two of those teams. It definitely will not be Jade and Bianca though.
Don?
I completely agree with both of you. I don't see
Damn
Jade
it.
and Bianca walking out of this at all. I will say Alba and Isla took the pinfall in their tag match with Shayna and Zoe on Raw last week, which usually means that they're going to be the ones that win. WWE loves their 50-50 booking. So I think I'm agreeing with you, Jay. I don't think it's going to be Shayna Baszler. I think it's Alba. Fire and Dawn. Their first names confuse me too.
So
Fucks
what
me
you're
up.
saying is there's big value on the betting odds for these other two teams. Like,
Yes.
I think so. Yeah, I think so. I could totally see Jade and Bianca losing their titles just to start the cracks. Are we getting that match at
especially because
SummerSlam?
they don't have to get pinned is like the biggest point.
Right.
now.
No, exactly. Yeah. And then you could have Bianca come close to stopping the pinfall or Jade come close, and then the other one just blames the other one for not being there in time,
Mhm.
et cetera, et cetera. It's basic 101 stuff. But are we getting this match at SummerSlam, or are we going to draw this out even more? I think
I
if you
feel like
start
it's a
the cracks now,
WrestleMania
you
type
have to
match.
do it
It's a
at SummerSlam.
WrestleMania match.
It most definitely is a WrestleMania match.
But if you're starting the cracks now, can you drag that
No.
all the way to SummerSlam? I mean, to WrestleMania?
Oh,
I don't think so, but
No.
I think so. I personally think it happens at SummerSlam, but I'm saying that this is a WrestleMania
Yeah.
match.
Oh, it definitely is a WrestleMania
Yeah.
match. But like I said, in our eyes, we're starting the cracks now, right?
Yeah.
So
I
how do
can-
you drag that all the way out for 8 more months?
You
You
can
don't?
do the back and forth wins. You can do the just straight interference. You can do.
So you're saying we get this match multiple times before we get to WrestleMania?
I think you do, but with different things that interfere and break it up.
Yeah.
You know, they
Okay.
go in the back and they're fighting, and it's a 10 count, but they're still going. It's a
Yeah.
DQ. There'll never be an actual end to it until you finally get we're doing it at Mania, no DQ, no countouts, and that's where it's just an absolute war. And I think you have a very good shot at getting match of the night for WrestleMania possibly out of that.
Look at this guy. Podcast number 1 for Mike putting the women over.
Every so often.
I know.
now-
Yeah, we like that. We like that.
guy.
Usually I'm the only one on here with the putting the women over.
It's a 50-50
There's only
ball
2 of us, Dick.
You put them so badly not over that it makes me look better. No, I mean, like I said, I completely agree with both of what you said. I don't see Jade and Bianca walking out at all with these titles. What is happening on this wrestling show right now?
Dude,
Who gives
no
a
idea, man.
fuck it? Lord,
Hey,
only
why do we
knows.
have this on?
I saw this dance
This is
battle in
so
like
bad.
fucking Step Up 3 or some shit. I don't fucking know.
Up 3. Step Up 1's not actually bad. That's the one with Channing Tatum, isn't it?
I don't know if there's 3 of them. I know there's 2.
He said, I don't know if there's 3. I think there's 3. I think you're right, but I think the first one
Like,
is Channing Tatum. I'm not 100%
Step
sure.
Up Tokyo Drift Edition. I don't fucking
But speaking of Tokyo Drift, speaking of Channing Tatum, we're gonna move on here to Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest for the world.
Elaborate. Elaborate.
Elaborate
On what? How did
Speaking
I
of Channing
transition?
Tatum. Yeah.
Muscular guys.
All right. Okay.
That's fair. Low hanging fruit. Low hanging fruit.
That's Donald's favorite line, by the way.
No, I actually hate that line. Somebody told me about low hanging fruit about Baker Mayfield, and it used to piss me off. It still does to this day.
Yeah, I don't remember that. Who did that?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, the other guy. There was a third guy here for a minute.
Oh, yeah.
And then he was like, you guys do this. I'm good. Now he doesn't even watch us. He doesn't participate. No, he does
man.
watch us on the
Yeah.
on the Spotify if we could ever figure out how to put it on there.
God. Oh.
He posted for us. It's a good guy. But
He
back
does,
to the
good
show.
guy.
Damian Priest
Yeah.
and Drew McIntyre for the World Heavyweight Champion in
Ship.
Drew McIntyre's home of Scotland. I wasn't sure if this was going to be the main event or Cody and AJ. This has to be the main event, though, right?
Has to be.
Well, you know my thoughts. Cody's got to walk last always.
Yeah.
But I think you're right. I think this main event's it. But I would the face of my company is walking last every PLE.
In Scotland?
I don't give a shit if we're in Scotland, Ireland, England, Cambodia, Atlanta,
Well,
Georgia.
If you do this not in the main event, you risk one, I think the ending is going to need this to be the main event. And two, you risk the crowd putting all their energy into this and nothing in Cody and AJ.
5-star code, baby.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'll start with this one since I haven't started any of these. Damian Priest, Drew McIntyre, the match itself is going to be really good. I think these are just two big guys slapping meat, our favorite kind of wrestling, just going to war with each other. I do think that CM Punk gets involved and Drew gets screwed out of his world title moment again, and this time in front of his whole crowd. The crowd's going to hate it, but it's going to make that CM Punk Drew McIntyre Hell in a Cell match so much better. And I think that's where we're going.
Yeah,
Thoughts,
I
concerns? Just
100% agree with everything you said. There actually is a betting prop on if CM Punk gets involved in the match. -300 for yes, +200 for no. I 100% he's getting involved in this match. Drew McIntyre is the favorite to win at -220. Priest is the underdog at 150 +155. I think that's wrong. I think Damian Priest is walking out, still holding the title. Yes, there's a lot of problems going on with the Judgment Day with Liv Morgan, Dom, Finn, Rhea still gone. I think there's a lot of issues there, but I think Priest still holds this one on, and it will be because CM Punk.
I think specifically going back to the direction of which I think this world title's going, I think Sami Zayn's winning that Money in the Bank briefcase, and he's cashing in on Priest at Money in the Bank. Only because we're going to get Gunther and Sammy for the World Heavyweight Champion at SummerSlam. Gunther's got to get his win back. He's got to prove that he's still Gunther by beating the guy who beat him. He has to end the dreams of Sami Zayn and crush him in front of all of us in Cleveland. I think that's where we go with that. And I think Finn Balor is the reason that Damian Priest is able to get cashed in on.
Okay.
So I think
Mike,
at
what do you think about
SummerSlam
this
we're
match?
getting Balor and Priest, and Sammy and Gunther. Go ahead, Mike. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I know you're transitioning.
Most definitely. I like what you guys say, but man, for what I picked, you cannot have all three Scottish hometown heroes fall. You can't.
Yeah.
You just can't. So for me, I think Drew walks away with it. I don't know how. I definitely there's gonna be some CM Punk interference. Do they maybe give you a switcheroo? CM Punk helps him to guarantee himself possibly a match in the future. Possibilities. I feel like you have to have one of them win, and if it is not the women's tag title, it's got to be this one. This blow is big for the Judgment Day. You're pulling another title off of them. That gets a lot bigger. You got a lot more storytelling to go forward with, especially now with the Liv Morgan and Rhea story that they're even doing with Rhea not even being there, just with Dom. It gives so much story coming into that I feel like taking the belt off of Damian would just be a little something extra for it. But I could still see him coming away with it. But my heart, my soul, and my beliefs are that somebody's got to win from Scotland, and it's going to be Drew. It's got to be.
Yeah, I mean, I could definitely see it going either way. This is another one of those matches where there's so many branching storylines that we could really go anywhere with this. That's like the great thing about Raw right now. I noticed that watching last Monday, everything mattered, even in their whole 3-hour broadcast, which still sucks to me, but at least every single storyline is intertwining and everything matters. SmackDown kind of is lacking a little bit in that, I think. But yeah, I don't know. I just hate having Damian Priest lose the title on his first defense. He already won it off of a Money in the Bank cash, and so he's already not a real champion. I mean,
This
it's
isn't his
storyline
first
wise.
defense. He
Yeah, it
just
is.
defended it. No, it's not. He just defended it at the last PLE.
He wasn't on the last PLE. Remember, I brought that
or,
up.
the one before. Mike, look up his title defenses. You got two phones.
He might have.
Yeah,
He might have defended against
Jey
Rey
Uso.
Mysterio.
Jey Uso. He fought Jay. He beat Jay for the belt.
Okay, well, his first PLE defense, even so, if he did face Jey Uso for the belt, because he hasn't been booked. That remember he missed last PLE. Him and Drew didn't have their match.
When did he win? He wanted at Mania.
He won it at Mania.
And
From
we've
Mania, we had. From Mania, we had Backlash in France. He wasn't on there. We had the Saudi show. He might have been on. No, because the Saudi show was the last one. Yeah. There's only been 2 PLEs, hasn't there?
You sure he's not on Backlash?
I'm about to check right now.
Because I'm pretty sure he fought Jay at Backlash.
You might be right, actually. I think, I'm remembering that now. You're right. I don't even need to look it up.
A month ago.
Yeah.
At Backlash, yeah, you're right.
He's
Once you said Backlash,
Jay,
I remembered it.
Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, so Rey
was Rey
Mysterio
Mysterio for the belt? I couldn't tell. I couldn't remember if that was for the belt or not.
Probably,
because I know
it's one of those. It's like damn well he's winning, but it's for the belt.
Exactly. So that's why I didn't really know if it was for the champion or not. With the Jey Uso one, I just forgot about.
The Jey Uso
that's
one
my
definitely
bad, but
was
still.
Yeah, but what do you call Jey Uso?
Do I call him anything?
And then the bell rings, Jey Uso.
Oh yeah, and then the bell rings.
Yeah.
No, exactly. He sucks. I was like, what do I call him? No, that's why I don't remember it, because the match wasn't that good. He's not that good of a worker. You talk about how much you don't like Sami Zayn, but you got Jey Uso who's just there to. He says yeet. That's all he does. In this.
Hey man, you yeet,
and
you
then he
give
talks.
That's how you.
And then he gets on the mic and he stumbles through every promo he does. He doesn't have any direction on where he's going half the time. He gets lost and just resorts to yeet, yeet, yeet. I'm a yeet in the bank. I'm a yeet all over the bank. I'm a yeet all over you. I'm a yeet all over this whole crowd. And it's like it's boring. It's dumb. He's a terrible worker. Sorry, I like to be positive on here, but I can't be positive about Jey Uso.
When have I ever put the guy over? I don't ever put the guy over.
I don't know. You still have me revved up about Sami Zayn.
To get to what we're watching, that motherfucker is huge. What the fuck is that?
Yeah,
thing?
no, it's true. I thought Andre the Giant was in the ring again.
What the?
Oh yeah, I don't even know what it is. I know that's Daniel Garcia, but
are we all 3-0 on? No. I said Priest. Mike said Drew. Who do you got?
I got Priest.
So 2 for Priest, 1 for Drew.
Yeah.
Before
Split
we
again.
get to that last one though.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of hype for this crowd, especially just being Scottish people. That's big. Loud fucking people.
Yeah, I mean every single PLE since Mania has been in a foreign country, and it's just been crazy crowds, insane crowds. We have a lot to live up to when they come to Cleveland, and we're not going to match that. I'll tell you that. I know American crowds. We don't get like that.
Well, especially we're not in a dome either, so it's
that's
harder,
true.
like,
yeah.
You know.
Do you think? Because obviously, like, since it's been England was so fucking crazy. They were, I think, so far they've been the consensus like number 1 crowd. Do you think that
France was huge?
Maybe it was France.
Yeah,
I think it was France. They haven't been to England yet.
Yeah,
they'll go to England or no, they're going to Canada for Money in the Bank.
Mm-hmm. So with that though, there's a lot of talk that this crowd could overtake them as like the number 1 crowd and pop, cheer.
I don't know, man.
Fucking there, man.
See, for me though, I'm still. I was talking about this today earlier. I'm still stuck on that Puerto Rico crowd with Bad Bunny, man. That shit was crazy.
That was crazy.
Baboni.
I think that France crowd beat that though. I said that last week too.
Yeah,
that France crowd was something else.
France is on like that level, but I don't know, man. Of Scottish people from that area,
Yeah.
Are you Scottish? Is that what you're trying to fight for
He's
your
trying
home
to put
crowd?
over
Is that
his
what we're doing?
people. Yeah, I think he's
Right,
trying to
you're
put
trying
over
to put
his
your
people
people
here.
over.
I'm just straight Irish. All right, that's my
Yeah, I was gonna say
people.
put a show in Ireland and you will see a good crowd.
You put a show in Ireland by the
I'll
main
be there.
event.
I'll be there.
Oh
You
yeah,
will
I'd
see
really want
things
to.
thrown in that ring that just should not be anywhere near a ring. You
If they put a show in Ireland, if they put a PLE in Ireland, I would have I have to go. I mean,
they put a PLE
it's
in
wrestling,
Ireland, you
it's
may see
Ireland.
your fifth limit. Like you
You-
might.
Hey,
might see your-
you think Conor McGregor shows up at a PLE in Ireland?
Conor McGregor shows up at a PLE in Ireland, and I'm losing my shit.
He would have to. They're partnered. They're all under the same TKO brand. He's got to, right?
Most
Is he
definitely.
fighting or what?
I don't know. That's
still don't
dude.
know?
He's fighting.
It's
Don't
so.
even
I
question.
heard the latest update is that like in the background, they're calling like
Yeah.
managers of fighters that are like, hey, can you get your man ready in 2 weeks time to main event this shit?
Oh boy, what a
Um,
disaster! If
so
you
many
know the
people
fight's
have-
not going to happen, then call it off already.
That's why I'm so glad. I'm so glad that I didn't buy. See, like if I buy a UFC pay per view, I'm buying a day of every time.
Yeah,
If
you have
that was
to.
just like so like I'm very glad that I didn't like buy it already because I planned on throwing a little party for it. You know, Conor McGregor, that brings out the
Yeah.
best of us white guys.
Yeah.
And I was gonna throw a little party, and I was like, so I very well could have paid for it already, and I'm very glad I didn't because I would have been pissed.
I'd be mad.
No, and a guy like you would buy it in advance because you're like, I know I'm going to buy it anyways. Might as well just throw the money at it now and not deal
Yeah.
about it later. And you would have got screwed.
Yeah, because Conor McGregor is $100 pay per view, and
Yeah.
no matter how you cut it, he's selling $100 ticket. Fucking, you throw somebody like Khamzat Chimaev on the main event, I give you $20. Like it just. Is what it is.
I wonder how many pay-per-views they've pre-sold already
Tons.
without Dana White saying that this isn't a fight. That should be illegal. That should definitely be
The
illegal.
minute
Everybody
this is
should have the option. Everybody should have the option of a refund.
Yeah.
They should. You should have the option of a refund. Like, okay, this is the new card. You have you have 7 days. Yes or no?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe even offer it like half off or something. Like, we're not gonna give you all your money back, but here's at least half of it.
Or give them nothing and say, hey, you get the next pay per views on us.
Yeah, because this is just. I know this is a wrestling podcast.
But it's all owned by the same company.
Yeah, next fucking
Yeah.
pay per view is gonna headline like Jamal Hill. Who gives a
Hey,
fuck?
Hey,
Yeah, but it's something. It's
Yeah,
something.
and
It's
you know
better
what,
than
you know what we're
nothing
gonna
that
get?
you're gonna get.
You know what we're
nothing.
Yep, that's what we're gonna get. We're gonna get fucking nothing.
I would.
You're gonna get an
argue
hour
someone-
before the fight. An hour before the fight starts, the Dana White's gonna be like, Conor couldn't make it. His leg is too bad. We tried really hard to get him there, but he just couldn't. We just couldn't do it.
He
We
he
tried
was
really
still in
hard.
Ireland the whole time in Ireland.
Oh,
He
100%.
ain't never left.
I knew. I said when this fight got announced, that motherfucker's not fighting. He's not fighting.
He's
It
texting Dana
sucks,
White.
but he's done.
Hey, bro, I'm outside the arena. He is in Ireland at home. He just woke up from it.
Hey, bro, 5 minutes away. I'll be there in 10.
Hey, I'm leaving my crib now.
You leaving your crib, motherfucker. You should have been here. No,
Oh.
it's good.
Oh man, but yeah, that fight's not gonna happen. But moving on to a fight that is happening, like that transition, that was a good one.
Yeah. You love your transition, dude.
Dude, honestly, transitions are my favorite thing. I
These
love setting them
transitions.
up. Ah, damn it.
Man of the trans. Man of the trans.
Man, trans.
Cody AJ Styles in an I Quit match, and this has been set up very well. I going into this feud, and I know Casual J feels this way or has felt this way. I don't know if he still does, but going into this feud, he had no interest in it. He's already seen it. He was done with it. And then you do this whole fake retirement angle with AJ Styles, which again I very much disliked. I didn't think it was a good segment. However, the week after, with Cody all fired up and saying, "I'm gonna make you do something that you should have did last week. I'm gonna make you quit," like that sold the fight for me. Cody's fired up promos are so good to me. I love when he's fired up and ready to go. I hate the crying Cody Rhodes stuff. It just gets too much. And I understand you need that dynamic to create those big moments, but the dude cries so much. It's so hard. It's
I
so
am,
hard just to
I'm definitely looking forward to this fight more than I was when he had the Mark Henry angle, because that just pissed me off, because you saw it
Yeah.
coming the whole night. You knew what was going to happen. He calls Cody Rhodes out. Obviously, he's going to kick his ass. Okay, sure. But, obviously I've seen this fight, and I'm going to see the fight again with the same ending. Cody Rhodes is going to win. Is it going to be a great match? Of course it's going to be a great match. Am I tired of seeing AJ Styles? Yes, I am tired of seeing AJ Styles. I wish it was more of like a belt versus career match or something, and then the guy just gets the hell out of here. However, Cody Rhodes betting odds minus 3,000, same as Bailey. He is 100% walking out of there with the title. I think we're gonna get a banger of a match. I don't know if we get any interference out. Probably his OC boys or something. I would suspect, right?
I wouldn't be too sure that Cody doesn't lose. I mean, that Cody, yeah.
You think Cody's going to say, I quit?
No, you can't have him say I quit. He's a babyface. He's the biggest babyface in the world. You can't have him say I quit. Fuck a tape recorder spot that they've done a trillion times. They love redoing angles. Yeah,
that's lame.
They got the Good Brothers. Lame. They got Cody Rhodes screaming "I quit" already.
Yeah,
that was like that. That was probably. I think it was set up. We're in an era where everything matters. Cody Rhodes yelled, "I'm gonna make you say I quit."
If I see AJ Styles with a strap around his waist, I'm done.
Oh, it's not gonna last long. The next
I don't care if it lasts. I'm gonna be so angry. But I want to see more of a, maybe not necessarily a heel turn, but I want that angry Cody Rhodes that you were talking about. I want like a dirty, nasty Cody Rhodes. Like I'm talking like future too. Like even after this, get rid of this crybaby bullcrap. I don't know. Maybe I'm just more of a heel kind of guy. But I don't know. I want a ruthless Cody Rhodes.
I just think there was a reason that Cody yelled it at the top of his lungs, "I quit," so that you have the tape recording of him saying "I quit." And then at Money in the Bank, you can run this back. Cody wins the belt back. It's no big deal. Who cares? AJ got another title reign. Cody's back the champion. You move on to SummerSlam with maybe Randy Orton or hopefully The Rock. That's what I want to see. But I'm not going to get that because The Rock hurt himself filming a movie. So actually, that's not going to happen. Ruined my SummerSlam, but I might not have been getting that anyways. Mike, what are your thoughts on that?
It's a cut and dry. It's Cody. I feel like Cody's got to win it though. Like as much as I do feel the I quit. If I get a motherfucking John Cena Miz I quit with that horseshit tape recorder that didn't even sound anywhere remotely fucking close, I'm pissed. I'm even more mad than when I saw Shayna get choked.
So this will be the third time they've done it. I forgot about that one because they did it with Mankind and The Rock. That was the first one. And that was such a unique, creative. Okay, that was a creative finish. Yeah. And then redoing it with the Miz and Cena, I felt like, all right, I mean, I get it, but it's redoing
Alex fucking Riley playing it in his.
Yeah. I remember. It was Breaking Point, right? Breaking Point with Cena and
something like
Miz.
that. It made me so fucking mad. I was like 12.
I was just gonna say
it was the only way to keep the title on the Miz. Yeah, it was the only way to keep the title on the Miz.
I can remember it to this day so vividly. The I quit so off fucking mic, not even close. I feel like they could have gotten better by now, but no.
Well, the Rock one was really good. The Rock and Mankind one was fantastic because you're going in there thinking there's no way Mankind's gonna quit. He deals with so much pain and brutality, and he just eats it. It's okay. And then when he says I quit, you're like, what the fuck? How? And then the next night, it's obviously revealed, and it's great stuff. But who knows? Maybe we're just thinking too much into it. Maybe it is just Cody cut and dry.
I think it's a cut and dry. As much as I'd love to see those angles, it's a cut and dry. AJ's getting his ass kicked. Cody fucking wins. Might be the easiest fucking match to call of the night, I would argue. Bailey,
well, you're the one that off show said that Cody was going to lose, and you said bet your house on it. I took it upon myself. I took it upon myself to go, how could Cody Rhodes say I quit? Let me think about this. And I obviously just stole the angle that's already happened, but it's the only way to make Cody say I quit.
Yep.
But I made you think.
And then I convinced myself that that's what's going to happen.
You're welcome.
I guess we'll see. Yeah, no, I mean,
Who
you got us thinking.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, that's all I got for you.
Who's gonna steal the weekend? What's gonna be whatever. Who's gonna
Yeah,
be the match
steal
of the match of the card? Steal the weekend, whatever.
Deal of the weekend.
I'm going with Sammy and Gable.
Fucking Bailey and Piper. It has so
Ooh,
little going
no, I
in.
can agree with you. Yeah,
This guy, just something about him.
No.
He just
I can agree with him because Bailey, like I said, has had her best matches against big girls.
Bailey has her best matches against big girls, and Piper is a hometown hero. That crowd's gonna be so fucking into it. It's gonna be beautiful.
women's triple threat match steals the weekend.
The tag match.
The tag match. Yeah.
He's just saying that
telling-
so he can pick a woman.
No.
This
This
guy
match is gonna be
is
a
fucking
banger.
pulling
I'm
a
telling-
Hollywood on us. He has to pick a
wait-
woman, so he's picking
wait
the
till we
only
come
one that
back
didn't
next
get
week.
picked.
Wait till we come back next week. And you're gonna be like, "Holy shit, 5 stars!" And I'm gonna be like, "Exactly." They're gonna open the.
Hollywood Hulk
They're
Hogan.
probably gonna open the show with it. At least I think. It's gonna steal the weekend, Don.
They're gonna open the show.
Yeah, and steal the
I
weekend.
had to take my mic off so I can emphasize how ludicrous this idea is.
Why?
However,
why can't they open a show? Why can't 6 women open a show?
oh, I didn't say they can't open the show. I just said it's not gonna be the best match of the night.
You just said, like, very question like, "Oh, they're gonna open the show."
Because I think not because of them. I just think that Sammy and Gable is such a perfect opener that they're not going to divert from that. But
Sure.
who knows? But what I was going to say is, however, the last time I doubted you, I said Cody was going to have a 3, and Cody's my boy. And I said Cody's going to have a 3-star match with AJ Styles, and it turned out that was a
And-
5-star classic.
And these are your
So,
girls.
These are, and I am being honest
you're
with them,
doubting
and I
me
don't
again?
think
You're
Jade
gonna
is
be
that guy, girl.
Whoa.
To be fair,
7 days from now, you're gonna be 0-2. You're gonna be eating your
0-2.
words again. Yep.
I hope I do, because I love good wrestling. So I hope I'm wrong. Mike,
got?
anything else to say on Clash of the Castle?
Bailey and Piper gonna steal that. fucking
Bailey and
show.
Piper.
Show you how a real big Andre the Giant-esque girl is supposed to be fucking played, and you're going to be so enthralled. I will never hear another word about this fucking Nia Jax chick. That's what I got for you. That's what I'm
Oh,
feeling.
She's good.
He's more
I'm not saying
anti-Nia
she's
than I
great.
am.
I know. I'm not saying she's great. I'm saying she's good. She is a good asset to the company. And I'm not saying asset like the NXT assets that we have. She is a good asset to have on the company.
She may be, but Piper Nivens is better.
Mike was
Some would
grinding
say
gears
she's a
this week.
big asset to have on the
No.
company. She,
She's a-
we're not
Oh,
grinding
man.
gears yet. Hold on.
No, yes,
Hold
we
on.
are.
One more thing. We got possible additional matches that you have betting odds for. Spit those betting odds for us real quick if you got them on
Spit those
hand.
betting odds for you.
Spit the matches. What are we hearing through the?
So we got
grapevine?
possible Solo Sikoa versus Kevin Owens.
Yeah, that's not
They're
happening.
listing those odds at -700 for Solo, +400 for Kevin Owens. Solo hasn't won a match yet this year.
Do we want to see that?
No, I don't, but it's June.
I'm just making sure. I'm just making
But
sure.
it's June. Losing has
Uh,
consequences.
Fucking June.
Losing has consequences. We're halfway through the fucking year. Sheamus and Kaiser. Sheamus -700, Kaiser +400. I don't
Now that
think
match
Kaiser.
slapped.
That match would be amazing. I'm not sure Kaiser loses
happened.
though. So if that match does happen, I'm taking Kaiser because I think Kaiser is a very good dark horse to win the Money in the Bank.
Kaiser already beat Sheamus last week, or not last week, 2 weeks ago on Raw. So I don't
Right,
think
you
if they
can't beat him
him
again.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna beat him again.
Fair enough.
Got his
I got Gunther and Randy rematch if they want to solidify Gunther's win. Gunther's -1500, Randy's +600. Gunther would obviously win because a world title is coming very soon in his future.
Yeah, that's a fucking.
And then the last possible match I have is a triple threat match for the United States title. Logan Paul minus 1,500. LA Knight plus 800. Carmelo Hayes plus 850.
See, I want to talk about that real quick. The triple threat, the proposed triple threat. What the hell happened to number one contenders matches? We have eliminator title matches. We have all this like bullshit to get to a title, but we never have number one contenders anymore. Why isn't LA Knight and Carmelo Hayes? Why aren't they fighting at Clash of the Castle for the number one contender to face Logan Paul? Not necessarily a Money in the Bank
pre-show match too.
No, exactly. And you don't want to do it at Money in the Bank because you're obviously gonna have Logan Paul in the Money in the Bank match. So you could still give LA Knight his moment at SummerSlam with that big crowd, having LA Knight beat Logan Paul in Cleveland. You could still draw it out till SummerSlam, but give us a reason why LA Knight is getting to face Logan Paul in the first place.
Yeah. But once again, I mean, this is a hypothetical match, so it's not. Yeah, I don't think it's likely that it happened.
The fact that it's hypothetical is dumb. The fact that it's not LA Knight and Carmelo Hayes one-on-one to face Logan Paul. You don't even have to specify when. Just the number one contender to face Logan Paul. I glitched there a little bit. I'm watching myself in after the fact. But anyways, that's what grinds my gear this week. See, don't fucking interrupt me and try to mess up my transitions here. I got transitions planned.
You're all about trans, man. All you do trans.
That's what grinds. That's what grinds my gears this week. The fact that we don't have number one contenders matches anymore, unless there's a fatal four-way number one contender for the tag titles, because we had like 8 of those. But besides that, we don't have any number one contenders matches anymore, and it stresses me out. Mike, what's grinding your gears this week? Presented by
Grinder.
There we go.
All of Grinder. It's crazy. It's just wonderful that they would do this for us. It's that Piper Niven is not above Nia Jackson.
Oh my god!
I will stick to this till I fucking die.
You know what?
I'm gonna shut down your grinding gears.
I'm joining the Nia Jax fan club. Fuck it.
This is a disgrace.
I never once said that Nia Jax wasn't better than. I mean, that Piper Niven wasn't better than Nia Jax. I never once said that. All I said is that your hate for Nia Jax is unjustified because she is on the level of Piper Niven.
On the level of the devil.
Underneath.
That's what's grinding your gears.
Yeah, like Piper Niven's is fucking but like Nia Jax is like
I disagree.
Before tonight, I had a different gear grinded, and then I started watching this lovely broadcast of this lovely wrestling show, and they come out and they have a qualifying match to get entered into a ladder match to win the vacant title. Yeah. They're all about these damn eliminator matches, and I'm tired of it. So they came out and made this big announcement while people were fighting in the ring. Like, oh, you're in this qualifying match that starts right now, and the winner gets to enter this ladder match for this vacant title. I don't care, man. MJF is really holding up this show over here, and he just came back. But
to be fair, honestly, they did announce beforehand. He was just saying that your match starts now. That match was announced at the end of last week or so.
And the second part of me getting gear grinded here, he acted as if he had no fucking clue about the match.
That's what frustrated me. The man was confused.
So
Dustin Rhodes cut a whole ass promo on it.
I'm fighting.
Well, to be fair, he might have not have figured it was right now at the start of the show because he wasn't in ring gear. He wasn't ready for the match.
He's Jack Perry, isn't he always ready? He lit a guy on fire.
He's not Matt Cardona.
Or got lit on fire.
He's not Matt Cardona. He's not always ready.
Matt Cardona's not always ready because he's hurt.
Neither is he. His fucking pec fell off.
Yep.
Yeah, but like his thing, always ready.
Who's doing it better than Top Dollar right now?
Who's doing it better than Top Dollar?
Everyone.
Who's better than Top Dollar on the indie scene?
Speaking of Top Dollar, we have on NXT next week a 25-man battle royal to face Trick Williams. And Cody specified that multiple locker rooms could be involved.
Top Dollar's not gonna be in it.
I think Top Dollar's definitely going to be in there.
No.
Top Dollar, Joe Hendry, Matt Hardy,
Boo! Get Matt Hardy out of here, dude. Retire.
and Dolph
Last one,
Ziggler.
Zigzag.
Dolph Ziggler.
Who wins?
If you bring fucking Tic Tac back, I don't know if I want to see that.
Who
Nick
wins
Namath.
the match?
Nick Namath or Dolph
Oh.
Ziggler, whatever
Yeah,
they're going to go by.
That is a great call. That is a great call.
Yeah. He had
But he's
Nick
gotta go
Namath
by Dolph.
and I don't think so. I think him going by Nick Namath as like a acknowledgement that he's better than what they ever let him be. I think that's kind of the story you tell of like, you held me back all these years. I could have been a world champion and you guys just wouldn't. They did give it to him a couple times. He got hurt every time, but like you guys wouldn't ever actually get behind me in a push. And believe me, I was a huge Dolph Ziggler fan forever. Just every time he got the opportunity to run with the ball, he fumbled it because he got hurt. And a lot of people like to forget that. Like Vince was just out there hurting Dolph Ziggler for no reason. Like that, Dolph, he just kind of messed it up a couple times, and it does suck, believe me. But it's just like that's the way it goes sometimes in wrestling.
You think
You're
he
out.
loses?
You missed your shot.
You think he loses the title match then? No.
Oh yeah, if he faces Trick, he loses to Trick. They're putting Trick over big right now.
So does he lose the Trick and then just leave, or does he lose the Trick and come back to NXT or something? Yeah.
Nah, it's gonna be similar to what Jordan Grace did and just have that one match and dip.
She ripped her ear off.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. That match is really good. I know we didn't get into it, but NXT was a pretty good show. Ethan Page delivered. Not surprised by that at all.
Trick looked fucking amazing. He kicked
Who
out
looked amazing?
everything. Trick.
Oh,
he
Trick.
Looked so
yeah,
good in that match. They put him over to look like he is a unbeatable force. He kicked out of damn near everything, and you lost because Ethan Page just he ran out of fucking offense. He didn't know what else to do, and he took his eye off the goddamn ball.
And that's the way you tell that story, I think, is because you really want to put Ethan Page over and Trick Williams over at the same time. And I think this accomplished that because, like you said, Ethan Page tried everything. He hit him with every vicious shot he possibly could. He went for that final kill shot, and that's when Trick took advantage and snuck in there. I mean, not snuck in there, but hit that fucking knee to the face thing and ended that real quick. Besides that, anybody got anything else to say this week? I think that pretty much covers everything we wanted to talk about. We got Uncle Howdy coming Monday. Wednesday, we'll be here to talk about how the Bloody Massacre went. Pretty excited about that. Should be a good show. Maybe Mike joins us again. I think it was pretty fun. I'm kind of back to the grinding our gears segment a little bit because I wanted to point this out. I wanted to make a post about this, but you guys don't like us. You don't share us. You don't follow us. You don't subscribe us. I mean, it takes fucking 5 seconds to hit the like button, hit the subscribe, hit the share, hit the follow, hit anything you want to do. It takes 5 seconds. I've spent every freaking year of my life on this Facebook page supporting every single person that I could support. All of my friends, all of my family. I support all of you. And I don't get a fucking single like. I don't get a follow. I don't get a comment. I don't get a, hey, good job. The podcast is great. Hey, podcast fucking sucks. You guys should maybe stick to your day jobs. I don't get anything. And I'm getting a little frustrated because all I do is support people. And I don't get that same back. So that was just grinding my gears. And that's been grinding my gears. So thank you to the no viewers we have. And hopefully those no viewers stick around because it's amazing. I'm having a great time. Good night.
We're clipping that and posting it.